Hi everyone, it's Ness. On this episode of Ready Made Movie Reviews, we are going to be reviewing the movie The Cleansing Hour. It's a Shudder original and was very well reviewed and received by the fans, and I guess we'll just have to wait and see. We follow what appears to be a priest named Father Max. He performs traditional exorcisms live on stream, but of course it's all rigged and all a big sham. It's all fake. They really couldn't have depicted a more standard popular Twitch streamer any better, in my opinion. Also, I think the movie saved loads on production value by simply cutting and pasting the chat from any popular streamer's stream and just putting it in the movie. It's pretty accurate, actually. Oh Lord, is it accurate? We're introduced to what appears to be Father Max's assistant, who insists that he needs to broaden his content, to which Father Max replies that he's stupid and his content is fantastic the way it is. That's the same thing that every has-been streamer has ever said, so watch out, guys. We later cut to Father Max, who is a priest at a bar chatting it up with the ladies and doing karaoke. And of course, as the sexy popular streamer, he takes one of them home with him. His connection to these ditzy girls has nothing to do with the storyline whatsoever. They really could have left them out entirely, but sex sells, I guess. We find ourselves now at his assistant's apartment with his overly hot wife. They introduce her since she'll be important later, as well as some really weird smart goggles that kind of have no place being introduced in the scene that really aren't even very important later. It appears to be later that night as they plan to go live once again, because apparently this very popular streamer goes live every night performing exorcisms. Are they just bringing people into him from all over the world that apparently need to be exorcised? How is anyone supposed to believe this is real? We drastically cut to a scene of someone in an alley, lost in looking for the set of the Cleansing Hour show, to which they're attacked by what appears to be a crazed homeless person or some kind of supernatural entity. Is this ever explained? Do we ever loop back to this again? Of course we don't. We loop through all different people, getting ready to watch the Father Max stream. First, it's a family in DC, and then back to the Dipsy women at the bar. We're not really clear why they're showing us these people, but, I guess it's important. We're back on the set, and one of the film operators is acting comically cracked out of his mind. He runs away when he sees the actress who is supposed to play the possessed individual, who turns out to be the assistant's wife this time. I guess the person that got lost in the alley was supposed to play the possessed person. I don't really know why the assistant's wife is playing the possessed person, but anyway, it's happening. The stream starts and it immediately becomes apparent that something is off when the girl isn't following her script. And it turns out she's actually possessed. So why is this demon obsessed with being on a popular stream? That's kind of weird. She kills some members of the crew and insists they cannot cut the feed to the stream and have to do what she says so she won't kill the host. She pretty much demands that Father Max take off his clothes in order for her not to kill the girl she's possessed. Weird. This demon then demands that he tell the entire audience that he's been lying about the quality of the merch he sells. If anyone on this planet believes what a popular content creator is telling them off the bat, they're already stupid enough to have bought that merch to begin with. Remember that assistant that was cracked out about an hour ago? Yeah, me neither. But now he's in the bathroom freaking out while the other assistant's trying to get the stream back up after there was some odd power outage. He then sees these completely unidentifiable creatures. Are they rats? Are they hell creatures? I have no idea. But stream magically gets fixed, and then the high assistant is getting attacked by something else. It's definitely not the rats. So is it the rats growing up? Is it something new? I have no idea. Is this like some kind of weird upside down world monster that grows really quickly? We don't know. We don't know. It's just not explained. There's these creatures and they're attacking, and what place did they have here? Waste of a CGI budget. The demon then demands that Father Max hang himself. We really don't have any idea why. I guess in his dread filled, almost dead state, he has a flashback of his Catholic school as a child. I'm pretty sure everybody who went to Catholic school had a similar flashback of PTSD at this moment. Of all equal traumatic experiences, I assume. Then they finally discover the name of the demon so they can exorcise it out. The demon is clearly going to attempt to stop this, but ultimately they are successful. Amongst using those really silly goggle things that were inserted in the beginning of the movie, whatever. Then, apparently, this is where it gets really weird, folks. So, when the demon is out, the girl then tells her husband and Father Max that this was the plan all along. Everyone's a little quiet, nobody really knows what's going on. And then Satan himself comes into the room. He looks ridiculous. He looks a little bit like the volcano monster in the movie Moana. Whatever. Absolutely whack. But apparently it's just Satan's goal to stream to millions of viewers. If you're going to stream, might as well stream to millions of viewers, I guess, if you're Satan, fine. And at this moment, it becomes clear as to why he was streaming to millions of viewers, why they couldn't cut the feed, why it was so important that they had a massive audience. And I must say, this is definitely the best part of the movie. Because then it's implying then, at that moment, that anyone who was watching the stream will now be pretty much possessed. Not really by Satan, but just possessed in general, and want to commit crime, have satanic tendencies, have violent tendencies. So then we cut to the little boy who was watching in the beginning from Washington, D.C. He gets up and immediately kills his mother. And then it's implied that he goes to see his father, who is the president of the United States, and he kills him too. And then we cut to the ditzy women at the bar who are killing patrons at the bar. It's then, in the end, pretty much explained through various news reports showing an outbreak of murders and violence in the area, which I must say is my favorite part of the movie. It's really sad that my favorite part of the movie is the last 5 minutes of the movie, but I think it actually is a pretty neat concept of like modern possession through social media influence. I thought it was a very unique and very cool idea. I think it was kind of terribly orchestrated, and there were so many aspects of the movie that were 100,000% unnecessary, unneeded. There were storylines that literally went nowhere. What were those hell creatures in the bathroom attacking that poor cracked out guy? What was that thing that attacked that person in the alleyway? None of it is answered. So pretty bad storyline and direction overall, but a really cool concept. So if you want to watch the movie for that really neat concept in there, I'd go for it. But overall, not a really great movie for me. Alright guys, so if you've made it this far, you might as well subscribe. It means so much to me. Leave a like if you really like the video, and I do hope I see you guys next time. Thanks guys. See you soon.